have an adjustment for the adjustment. And then
What up? What up? It's your boy Brian James, and we're back with another playoff matchup between VA Dimes and Taylor Made. VA Dimes with the Bengals, Taylor Made with the Jaguars. What's good, Philly?
what's good, man? We've been waiting for this matchup.
It's a big time matchup, man. It's a matchup that we've all been waiting to see. This is one I've been waiting to see. This is one of the better matchups, AFC matchups. It's gonna be a dogfight.
Oh, it definitely is. And we talked a little bit about it yesterday when you were on the ones and twos when Black Phoenix was on the mic, and it's that attention to detail that you see in the AFC. And to use your own words, it's the adjustment to the adjustment. And everything that we've seen in these playoffs has been about adjustments, particularly in the second half. So being in the same division with TaylorMade and having been one of the few people to defeat VA Dimes, what are your views on this game? How are you looking at this game for both contestants?
Um, you got to play a flawless game. Taylor Made is gonna have to figure out how to adjust on defense, and I think VA Dime's gonna have to figure out how to adjust on defense. But Dimes always comes prepared majority of the time, so I don't see him not walking into this situation blindly. But I think he'll, like I said, when I played Dimes, he beat me by taking the simple attack. You think everybody think of Dimes as some complex attack, and he'll kill you with the simplicity of his game. And I expect him to do that this game. Produce something real simple but effective, and find some type of chink in Taylor May's armor. But Taylor May has a prolific offense. He's coming out running the ball. That's something that we're not used to seeing him do. But he has to keep him honest, and I respect it.
Yeah, I mean that was definitely surprising. He really likes this gun wide trips
Ooh,
um,
wow.
offense out of the Patriots playbook or the Las Vegas Raiders playbook. And he's very prolific with it. He was doing damage in the league, getting passing yards, getting passing touchdowns. So keeping Dimes honest, how much of Taylor Made's ability to run the football do you see is going to be able to actually have an impact on this game? Because Dimes can just kind of sit and just wait for him to get tired of running the ball and start trying to air it out.
Oh no, he definitely can do that. But Taylor Made, he can air it out, man. He's gonna pick you apart. If you don't get pressure and beat him, knock him off his mark, you're gonna be in for a long game.
Okay. So, what were the things that you did when you were playing VA Dimes that were successful? And is there anything in that Taylor
Uh,
Bay can do to be successful in this game?
well, Dimes doesn't have any defensive abilities, right? So you can attack him in various ways. Mine was I chose to run, uh, but Taylor Made his offense is a little bit more vertical, so the pressure is gonna get there. If you're trying to get those deep routes, then you're gonna have a hard time because the heat is coming. You gotta have something that's you're able to get out quick and fast in a hurry, and
Mm-hmm.
that can be more effective. But yeah, we'll see what Taylor Made is able to do right here.
Yeah, it looks like he's really,
Oh, great catch, great first.
yeah, it looks like he's really trying to take advantage of maybe some of the underneath things. Because, like you said, that heat is coming.
No, he's definitely. It's gonna be there every play. It's gonna be there every play, every rip. The heat is coming. So Taylor Made has to get that ball out quick, fast, and in a
Mm-hmm.
hurry.
Flavor vision, not blurry. Um, this is definitely an opportunity for VA Dimes to
Great route.
maybe have bigger plays when Taylor May doesn't have an opportunity to push the ball down the field. When he gets into those end zone situations, he's going to have an opportunity to make some plays.
And
So if he holds them to field goals, that's a win, right?
yeah, and that's something that Taylor Made struggles with is the red zone. When he has space, oh, he's lethal. He's one of the hardest players to stop in space. But
Hmm.
once you get him into a confined space, like within the 10 or 15 yard line, those routes aren't there. So you take away the flats and you force him to make a read. It becomes a little bit more difficult for him. But
Hmm.
that's how I used to stop him because you're not going to stop Taylor Made in space. It's just not going to happen. And that's intentional grinding, right?
Yeah,
Made it
yeah. I
easy.
mean, I would like to think that it was. I don't want to see any of those NFL play calls where roughing the quarterback. It gets ridiculous at times, and yeah, man. This is the first game of our doubleheader we have today to wrap up the
Ooh.
the uh, the divisional round. So, what were your thoughts on the games that were played last night? What did you like, and what are you looking forward to?
I definitely like the C-Jack game versus Diggs. That was a great game. I think the entertainment after the game was a bit more entertaining than the game. But if you were in the Discord, you know. If you weren't in the Discord, you don't know. But it was a lot of trash talk after the game. Uh, Diggs went on to say he didn't know why C-Jack had the Dolphins if he was going to run the ball 100 times a game. So, but it's a lot of friendly and competitive banter going on in Discord, so that was entertaining. I enjoyed the Space Illuminati game. That was a great game. I thought Illuminati was out of it, down 17, but he came back and found a way to win. So that was extremely impressive. So I'm looking forward to that. Seeing who emerges out of that Honcho and Rove game after this game
Hmm.
today.
Yeah, you talked a little bit about the Madden Underground after party, and yeah, I mean, if you are in the Discord and you have access to that, you definitely need to check it out. Very entertaining, and sometimes the truth hurts.
Definitely.
Like they say, and that's the best part about being in a league like this is the level of competition is so great. You're going to you're going to be hit with facts left and right, and you better be able to speak your piece and be able to come with a strong argument because you know there were a lot of truths that were being thrown out in that particular thread. So we've seen VA Dimes get a stop. How critical is that for Taylor Made
Extremely.
if he's going to win this game? Because it's 0-0 right now, and Dimes has the ball, and he's going to take what you give him. Is Taylor Made going to have to figure out a way, not just to score points, but is he going to have to figure out a way to get pressure on Dimes? Because Dimes really doesn't like to hold on to the ball very long. So what should he do, and what did you do to have success?
Uh, like I said, Dimes said he alluded to the fact that he was going back to the 3 to 5 yard game, where that's where his money is within that 3 to 5 yard range. You could throw a bubble screen if a guy can take that quick play and take it the distance. It's an opportunity. The inside zone is what killed me when I played him. The read option inside zone because I was expecting the bubble screen. I was expecting the horizontal game that he normally
Mm-hmm.
plays, and he came with something different. He made the adjustment, and that was the difference, man. Jamar Chase is going to play a huge role in this game, as you can see right there. But expect a lot of changes, a lot of short routes going the distance for VA Dimes today.
Yeah, and right when you were talking, that's exactly what he was doing. He's just making reads, making the simple, easy play, getting the yards, and just letting his playmakers make plays. I mean, it's something that can be very frustrating. I know a lot of people just don't have the patience to play that style of football. So, how is it that we're seeing VA Dimes run the ball so successfully against the meta? Is it the formation he's
It's it's
in?
it's,
Is it
it's
the defensive players that TaylorMade doesn't have? What is the difference?
I think Dimes is always at his best when he plays a meta breaking style of Madden. And that's what he does. That's what he's known for. Think about the success he had when he made it to the big stage in the MCS. He had a meta breaking offense, and that's what he does. If he's fully aware of the meta and he knows exactly how to break it, and that's what you got to expect out of VA Dimes.
Wow. Most people aren't going to be that direct and specific. You talk about running a meta breaking offense because that's usually what we hear. I mean, we talked about it a little bit earlier in the thread. People just complaining about what they don't have, about what they need, about what they can and can't do. But you're saying that this man has had success and built a career based on understanding the meta, the weaknesses, and then building offenses to attack it.
Yeah, and that's what he's notorious for. Is just
Mm-hmm.
you come out in something. He plays a high volume of games. He streams a lot, and when you see so much, it's like, okay, this works against this. That works against that. And if this person is in this, they're probably gonna do this or they're gonna do that. And you've
Mm-hmm.
seen it all, so it's not anything new to you. And he just makes it look real easy. He just, if okay, you're gonna blitz from the outside, I'll run inside. If you're gonna blitz from the inside, I'll throw the bubble outside. It's simple. Like it's simple when you think about it, but it's so complex. It's hard to stop, even though it's simple.
Yeah, and I'm just loving him getting back to his roots. A lot of people, that are new to VA Dimes, they weren't a part of the MU when he first joined, and they didn't know that he ran the ball quite a bit back then. He was a runner, and so now he's kind of known for the jet sweep or throwing bubbles or Y pop or some of the other trendy offensive plays over the years. But
And
this is the heart of what he likes to do, which is run the football. And like you said, when you make an adjustment, he just hits you with a quick pass.
exactly. And I think he's realizing that this isn't mud, and he's starting to play like it's not mud. You think about, oh, this just isn't gonna be open because of how high powered the teams are in mud, right? But when you
Mm-hmm.
when you get in the franchise, these teams aren't as high powered, so you can do certain things. Certain things that normally aren't there may be there when you play in this mode. So um, I think Dimes is really I think he's just now taking that into effect. That I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. I can just do what works, and it will be effective because you know the teams aren't as high powered. You don't have a Lawrence Taylor, Ronnie Lott, and,
Right.
and a Sean Taylor in the secondary waiting to hit you when you run that inside zone. So
Yeah. And you know what? I bet TaylorMade wishes that he had the Sean Taylor and the Lawrence Taylor and any type of inside zone player. I mean, because he is struggling with stopping this run and he seems to be locked in. So, what exactly is this defense that he's running designed to stop? Because it's not stopping anything that Dimes
what the thing
did on
is
that
is
entire
is
drive.
is, is designed to stop anything going downfield, and there's nothing. Dimes didn't run one play downfield that entire drive. So basically, he's running a defense that are the players aren't going to stop anything because they aren't in position to stop anything.
I mean, it's just that simple.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much,
just
man.
that,
That's what Dimes
it's,
does,
it's
man.
just
He makes
it's
it look easy,
it's
bro. Like
just that simple.
it's really that easy for Dimes.
So, do you think the fact that the defense wasn't successful that he's been running, do you think that that's going to force TaylorMade to abandon the run game? He's going to feel the pressure of having to stay, uh, in the mix because he didn't score on the first drive. He knows he's not getting the ball back at the half, and Dimes just put a methodical drive together to take a lot of time off the clock.
Like I said, Taylor Made has, in my opinion, the toughest offense to stop. Um, he when he's clicking on all cylinders,
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, I thought if Dimes beats Taylor Made, he probably could win the whole thing because I thought Taylor Made's offense was way more, you know, detail oriented than Diggs' offense. A great play right there. Ingram taking it to the crib. And he's back in the game just like that. But like I said, Taylor Made, in my opinion, has one of the more prolific offenses in the league. He clicked on later in the year, but he definitely got it together. Was able to win the division, and as you can see right there, he's putting it together and he's able to put some points on the board. Now on defense, if he can get a stop and score again,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be hard to stop because it's you're gonna see Taylor Made score. That's not gonna be a problem. It's him figuring out how to stop Dimes and what Dimes is doing. And he's seen the similar type of offense because MP runs spread as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Dimes he's just gonna take what you give him, and it makes it harder to stop because he's clicking on all cylinders on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and he scored. Didn't really run the ball a lot on that drive, and I will have to disagree with you. I don't
Oh
know
my god!
that
Oh
his
my
that his
god! Oh my god!
okay, his run defense is
You're
not
not
good at
stopping the
all.
run in dollar, bro. Like this is you're not stopping it. You're not gonna
Yeah,
stop it.
no adjustments, but I don't know, man. I mean, Diggs's offense is extremely prolific. I don't know, and I'm not saying this just because I'm in that division, but I don't know um, how you basically go undefeated and only have one loss
CJ,
last
like that was
season,
nasty stick work.
and you don't say that his offense is more prolific. I mean, nobody has been able to stop Diggs, and Taylor made he's struggled against people that have good pass defense, but Diggs doesn't seem to have that problem. So how is it that Taylor
Oh,
Made's offense is more
oh,
prolific?
and there we go. There's a stop. There's a stop. Taylor May, like I said, in my opinion, Taylor May has play. He has people running wide open. You know, uh, he said I haven't got a chance to play him yet. Honcho, like I'm here. He made his presence felt this morning. He didn't say much, but he made his presence felt what the little he said. He said I'm just trying to win so I can talk my talk. Shout out to Honcho, man. But yeah, Taylor May, like I said, Taylor May has people running wide open, bro. It's not like he has the abilities on the receivers. On Christian Kirk, he has the quarterback with the abilities now. So he's hard to stop. He's gonna be hard to stop. And if he can get the clicking on all cylinders, I think it's gonna be a tough win for Dimes.
Okay, well, and you talked about it. You talked about the need for him to make a
It's
defensive
it's
play, and
there.
he
It's
did.
wide open. And that's why I said that is the difference, bro. It's just dudes running wide open. So that's why I said Taylor May is gonna have guys running the bucket naked in the late in the words of the late great Bernie Mac. You know what I'm saying? Up and down the field, man. So if you don't have anything to stop that or to combat that, it's gonna be a long day.
Well, you mentioned that before. You mentioned that Dimes doesn't really have any defensive ability. So, and all those big plays that we've seen, he wasn't really bringing the pressure.
He doesn't have any defensive abilities yet. That's gonna change when we get to the Super Bowl. So that's what Dimes is banking on. He's like, yo, if I can just get to the bowl, I'm okay. You know what I mean? Because that week he's gonna be blessed with a lot of abilities. The way his defense played this year.
Well, the rich keep getting richer. There's a lot to be said for the opportunity to enhance your team, and performance is obviously the best way to do that. Um, but based on what we've seen in this second quarter, he's not getting those abilities anytime soon. So is he
Third
coming out
mate.
of his game plan a little bit, trying to
Yeah.
run, trying to run, the ball down field with passing as opposed to, that steady run game that we saw in the first quarter.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Well, my thing is this: he definitely got away from running the ball up the middle, hitting the bubble, and he's missing those reads now. You know, players are breaking out, not hitting the routes, not making the breaks the way they're supposed to. So we'll see what happens next. But if Taylor May gets a stop here, Dimes is in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, it comes back to what we talked about, and that's been adjustments. We saw offensively Taylor made those adjustments, went away from the running game, which isn't his strength,
Mm.
and just started, you know, pushing the ball down the field. And then VA Dimes, we saw him go away from his strength and decide,
Oh my God, that was close. That could have been to the crib.
that should have been to the
That
crib.
should have been to the crib. That
That should have
definitely
been
should have
to the
been. He
crib.
played it right. Taylor May's making all the adjustments now. He's starting to look like he's getting a little comfortable. He's starting to feel
Mm-hmm.
like he can beat this guy. I can. He's like I telling himself I can beat this guy now. So yeah, Taylor May is definitely looking like a man or a force to be reckoned with. The heat is on. Dimes isn't able to get away, and he gets a sack, making it a 3rd and 12.
Yeah, that definitely is not VA Dimes' strength. I don't think it ever has been pushing the ball down the field. It's something he's worked on over the years, but he is definitely playing in the Taylor May's hands right now. I don't understand why he went away from this run game. Maybe it got too boring for him, but
It's you want to be explosive, man. He gave up a turnover. Oh, and he got it. Ooh, what a dot. What a dot. What a dot. And there's two routes that Dimes has that's gonna be. You got the deep post, and you got that weird route to the pylon that he throws very often. You're gonna see it sooner or later, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll be the Jamar Chase or Higgins. Higgins is a problem with the aggressive catching. I think they've toned it down a little bit, but he's definitely a problem. And you're gonna see Dimes go back to the run game here.
Well, he doesn't really have a lot of time left. He's got 2 timeouts. So if he's able to put 7 up on the
And
board, then
Taylor
he
Made
should be able to
has a
settle
lot
down.
going on. So, and a sack. And a sack. Taylor May has a lot going on in the secondary. These players are everywhere. He's giving Dimes. Dimes looking at their play like he's in a cover two, and everybody's dropping. Everybody's dropping. So everybody's dropping. And he has the corner in the slot still coming. But it's a lot going on in that secondary. You got to be able to make a quick read because those guys are coming fast. And no.
Yeah, nice pocket protection, but it
Oh
just
my
really
God.
seems like these route combinations they're not designed to move the chains. These are the big plays. He's got 1 timeout left. He has to obviously get some points. Um, so is he playing with house money right now? I mean, he obviously can make a field goal from this distance, but
Oh, and he got a sack. That's what you don't want. And I think he's gonna go take the three. You got to take the three here. He's getting the ball back at the half. So I think this is a win for Taylor May. He won the first half. So
yeah, he definitely did.
if you can win the halves, then you're in good shape. In 9 seconds, ain't no telling. I just hope Taylor May doesn't do something weird before that.
Well, we definitely know that there's a lot of weirdness going on in these playoffs. Inexplicable things. But look, let's just keep it a buck. Like we saw VA Dimes go away from a winning formula, and we
Ooh.
saw Taylor Made make the adjustments the minute the Dimes thought he could pass all over him. So, why isn't Dimes playing to his strengths? If he knows that he's not an elite passer, pushing the ball down the field, why did he go away from the run? Taylor May didn't do anything to stop that.
See,
So
that's what
why did he go away from it?
people think Dimes can't push it down. Dimes is fully capable of pushing the ball downfield. He has all the weapons. He has the quarterback. He has the tight end. He has the receivers to do so. He even has the back in the backfield that keep you honest if he decided to do so. He's fully capable. It's just when is the right time to do it. So we'll see. The pressure is on. He throws it away, and that's it. That'll be that first half. Great first half, man.
Yeah, great first half. And depending on, who it is that you want to win this game, um, let's say that Taylor Made ends up winning and he goes on to face Diggs in the AFC
I think
Championship
that is
game.
it might be the highest scoring AFC Championship game we've ever seen.
Okay. And then let's say that VA Dimes is able to pull this game out and goes on with
If
another rematch
if VA
against
Dimes
Diggs.
if VA Dimes goes to oh my God, what's going on here? Oh, that could have been tragic. But if VA Dimes is able to make it to the AFC Championship, I think he has the scheme to win the game. That's just my opinion.
All right. Well, we're going to find out. We got 2 more quarters of football left. VA Dimes got the rock. Looks like he's trying to go back to the run game. We'll see if he sticks with it. See if he sticks with it. Now, we didn't even talk about Honcho. So, why don't we show him a little bit of love? What is it that you're looking forward to seeing in his game against Landover, who was able to pull out a slim victory when Fetty missed the field goal? What is it that you're looking forward to seeing from Honcho as he tries to get back to the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship?
You know, if he's able to, oh wow, great pickup, great pick. Oh, and he doesn't get feet in. Great pickup by Taylor May. Way to pass that. Way to pass those routes off. But no, Honcho definitely has. He's another prolific passer. He has what you need. He has the 49ers, but they're a fully decorated team. He got Jettas. He got all those players over there. So He has exactly what you need to be successful as a 49er. He got the receivers, he has the running back, he has the quarterback, he has the tight end, Kittle. Oh, the lurking. He is. Hey, Taylor Made is out there lurking right now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a game of inches, and
He
and
just missed that one.
that's about the second one,
And
and so
Cisco is known. He's known to get one to the crib, lurking
yeah.
around in the middle. So that's one guy you have to fully be aware of when he's using them. That guy, he has great timing and jumping routes with that guy.
Now, one thing we haven't seen from VA Dimes, we've seen a lot of this particular formation, and then right when I said that, he decides to audible out of it. So, when are we going to start seeing him take advantage of different formations to try to move the ball down the field? Because he hasn't really shown Taylor made much outside of this trips halfback offset.
No, he hasn't shown him much of anything outside of, like you said, outside of this formation, but it's been effective. And this is where, you know, you might see him take off with Joe Burrow right here.
A little read option.
I think it's, well, I don't know what he's gonna do now. Okay, great read. Oh, and wait, he gets it out, throws the motion route, swing route to the back out the backfield. Joe Mixon is a problem, man. Joe Mixon is definitely a problem.
Oh yeah, always has been, always will be. And
Definitely.
Dimes is getting him the rock. That swing pass. Um, maybe he's found a little something in these wide trip formations that we're looking at, because
Oh, good move. And he's out. He's off to the races. He's off to the races.
I don't think he's gonna get there. But
He's gonna get. Oh,
this man is getting sticky with it. He started to audible in the different formations, and now, you know, Taylor May looks like he's struggling a little bit because he's setting up his defensive adjustments to stop that trips formation, and Dimes is audible into something else,
and he ran
and
that
now he's
counter.
having big plays.
He definitely ran that counter wide, and that's a great play for what Taylor Made is calling, because he takes that step inside and it makes that defender that's on the outside blitz and go wide, and he's able to cut it upfield, and it's there, touchdown. And
Yeah, I
Giants is
mean,
back on top.
this is what I expected to see more of him. I was really surprised, that he decided to go with that trips formation consistently in the first half. But Taylor Made is struggling to make adjustments when Dimes audibles out of it. And, you just have to wonder if that's a strategy that Dimes was using in the first place.
Well, like I said, there are guys who have an adjustment, and then there are guys who have an adjustment to the adjustment. Dimes is definitely one of those guys that has an adjustment to multiple adjustments. So when you make an adjustment, he's gonna be able to recognize it and make an adjustment. And if you make another one, he has another adjustment for that too. And there's not too many guys that have multiple adjustments in their scheme, But Dimes, he has a plethora. He's widely aware of what's in his playbook, and he knows how to use it.
Yeah, you talk about that knowledge. I mean, knowledge is power. It's definitely something that anybody can learn from. When you're watching these playoffs and you're looking at these prolific offenses and you see the little things that they do, you know, you got like, why are they doing that? Definitely go and look into it. See the differences
Mm.
in what you can do. When you go into a different formation. See how that helps you out. Don't just play into the hands of your opponent. Give them something else to think about.
And it,
See if they're that prepared.
and the question with Taylor Made is never been is the elite baller. The question is, how does he deal with adversity? When he gets down, he has a tendency, if he gets down a score, he gets frustrated. But when he gets down 2 scores, he shuts down. He gets emotional, and sometimes he quits, or lays down and things like that. But if he's able to keep his composure and fight no matter what's going on to the end of the game, ain't no telling what's going to happen in this game on the end of Taylor Made.
Yeah, well, right now we definitely know that there's at least two plays that he'll be talking about, and both of those were opportunities, for him to get an interception.
Yeah.
And so, he's probably definitely already frustrated about that. I'm sure we'll probably hear about it, win, lose, or draw. But right now, with this being a game of adjustments, how much longer are we going to see Taylor May continue to run the ball, because that drive from VA Dimes, it took a lot of time off the clock.
Uh, this
It
is
took a lot of time off the clock.
this is just a huge down right here. The heat is coming. It's just a matter of if Taylor May is able to make a read and get the ball off in time. But the heat is definitely coming. He's got Dimes are sending everybody.
Yeah, and there's that pressure you
Oh,
talked
great
about.
read! I tell you, man, I'm telling you, dude. Like Taylor May, if he has time, he is going to rip you to shreds. Like, and I know Taylor May thinks I don't know what he thinks, how I feel about him, but I told him, I said, yo, I love your offense, bro. Like it was one of the. It wasn't that like, oh, it was glitchy. It was this or it was that. It was just like, yo, it was like beautifully put together. You know, it was skillfully put together, and I couldn't do anything but respect it when he beat me.
Well, yeah, right now, I mean, we've entered the fourth quarter. Dimes pretty much took control of that whole third quarter, and he was able to take the lead. So, you know, we know it's important for Taylor May to score here. But based on the amount of time that Dimes took putting that last drive together, I mean, this could probably be the last time that he sees the ball.
It could be. It could be. Oh, my God. He's wide open. Great read, great pass, great play. And Dimes runs a lot of zone. He's not out there in man coverage. He knows what can happen if you got guys out there with no abilities in man coverage. It could go bad, real bad. You know,
yeah,
so
it can go very bad. Yeah, especially on those post routes. You know, that's the advantage of that particular formation, right? You have a receiver that's already inside. He's already in that slot spot, and you know he's running posts. So you call man coverage, and you don't have any abilities. That's an easy completion.
Definitely. So, and at this point, you like I said, I see Cal Burns saying he beat me like a dog. He beat me the second game. I beat him the first game. We split the series. But you know, it is what it is. But like
now,
I said,
if I remember correctly, didn't Cal Bear, he got hands put on him the first game, but then he came back in that second one, didn't he not?
Cal Bear has the Texans in a mutilated version of the Texans, so it's not, you can't say anything about what Cal Bear is doing with his team right now. But Cal Bear,
no. I'm saying he stepped up the second game that they played with the Texans.
Yeah, definitely. And Cal Bear is a good player. Like people say, like there was a point in time where Cal Bear, Assassin, and Dimes were on a team on a squad, and they were serving the best of the best in the community. They were beating people like Joke, Mo, Skimbo. They were beating these guys. Like they were beating these guys as a squad, you know. And then they were called the Suicide Squad. We dropped them into multiple tournaments, and they was going in those tournaments wreaking havoc together. A lot of people don't know that part of history. It was early Madden Underground days when these guys came together. But there was a super team formed. It was Assassin, Cal Bear, and VA Dimes, and they were wreaking havoc, you know. And they were whooping on a lot of the best players in the Madden community. And then later on, Dimes went on to go to the MCS, and you know he got there, and you know he had a different meta breaking offense, and dudes hated it, you know. But you know it is what it is.
You know, and that's a beautiful historical lesson. But you know,
and there you go.
There's another element.
There's Joe Burrow,
and they missed their blocks. You know, beautiful run, but. You know, there's another element to that story. You know, you conveniently left that out, and I think this is something that anybody that plays Madden competitively needs to understand. You know, those gentlemen started to get responsibilities. And when you start to get responsibilities, your game starts to fall off.
No, none of their games fell off.
That is not true, sir. Cal Bear went on sabbatical for a little bit.
Cal Bear was in PS5.
Passer went on sabbatical for a little bit.
Cal Bear was in PS5 the last 2 years, making the playoffs every season. What are you talking about?
Where was he the 2 years before that?
He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing Madden.
How many years did he take off?
But
how many years did he take off?
He took off maybe a year or two, maybe three.
That's what I'm saying. I said he took a sabbatical. He took 3 years.
3 years off and came back and was still a top player in the league. Still a top player in the league.
Hey man, look.
You took no years off and never been a top player in the league.
Okay, first of all, that is not true.
When have you ever been a top player in the league, Philly?
Oh, really? How about when I couldn't get past you and struggling? When you had DBU?
What are you talking? You've never been a top player in the league.
How about that? Was I not in the playoffs all the time?
No, man.
And I just couldn't get past you and struggling.
No, when you talk about when we had Seager and T-Dot, that was...
They weren't in my division.
No.
So are you saying all Super Bowls from the Seager and T. Dot era have an asterisk. Is that what you're saying?
Oh man, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna say, hey. I don't recall you ever being a top player.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, it is what it is. And,
I don't. I'm just saying. Maybe.
I mean, look, I'm just saying. Like,
I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
I just don't understand. What the selective memory comes from. Like, I mean, you could throw facts out. That's fine.
Okay. C-Jack, you've been here for a while. When have you ever like, damn, I got Philly guy this week? Crickets. You see, exactly, man. Nobody has ever been on their schedule like, dang, man, I got Philly this week.
Okay.
Nobody has ever said that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, Philly. Just calling a spade, man. You show me something different.
Show you something. Okay. All right. Well, hey, you know what? That's really what it's all about, right? It's no point in talking about it when we have an opportunity to just show and prove in season 3.
Yeah, so, that's it, man. That's all you got to do.
Right.
Make the playoffs.
Hey, you know what? This tier 5 team, we're going to be doing some things in season 3. It is what it is.
Yeah, do some season 3, man. Season 3 is definitely the season.
You know what? And if I had set feet lead,
hey, you probably.
I had gunslinger last year.
Hey, you probably be the best in the league.
I'll be the best.
I see dudes with way better teams than you crying. So I totally get it, bro. That part I respect. It's dudes with way better teams than you crying about this, that, and the third. But that's neither here nor there because Dimes is about to punch it in. This is a big drive right here.
And that's what I'm saying. Look at that clock. There's only a minute 24 left to go.
Left.
And that's what I'm saying.
Taylor May needs to stop.
That's what I'm saying. He might not.
Taylor May needs to stop. He needs to stop
with enough time.
And Joe Mixon is glowing. That's scary.
I mean, you know what's coming. There you go. He audibles. Obviously, these adjustments are giving him problems.
Ooh.
And if you're tailor-made right now, why are you stopping VA Dimes from scoring?
He said if you had set feet lead, the ball would just get to a defender faster.
You got to give me a name. I can't see the chat. You got it really small on OBS here.
It's B-Guard.
Oh, that's B-Guard. Hey, B-Guard, how'd you like it when you came to the Sim League, huh? Yeah, I slapped you up. You know what I'm saying? So, and let's not talk about your first time in the playoffs when you went out in the first round and I continued on and you were mad about that. So, shout out to B-Guard because, he has selective memory too, but I'm just putting it out there. Because, I mean, you do remember that, do you not? You do remember when B-Guard was the number 1 seed and got bounced in the first round. I had less than a winning record and I won 2 games in the playoffs.
Hey, I can't even remember last time B-Guard beat me.
Oh,
but well, I'm just, but hey, he's not attacking me, he's attacking you. You know what I mean?
I understand that. And and shout out to B-Guard, especially because he's supposed to be on this podcast, but we realize, he's a toxic boy. This is a very biased opportunity for him. So, hey, Taylor made, he finally let Dime score. I think this is the best thing for him. He needed the ball back and enough time basically to try to win this game. So glad to see him make those moves. And
league 9 years, I haven't seen Philly win. Oh, he's on his feet. ETN. Yeah. Hey, this is a big drive. Taylor May, can Taylor May clutch up? Dime still has all 3 timeouts, but can Taylor May clutch up?
He does. Is he going to have enough time?
Oh, Dimes is right there. Dimes is right there, man. Taylor May is clocking it. All right. We got 26 seconds left, 38-yard line. He's in field goal range now.
Yeah. And can he punch it in for the touchdown and the win?
The pressure is coming.
Can he send it into overtime?
The pressure is coming. Dimes is lurking. The pressure is coming. Can Dimes get a user pick right here?
He's got less than 30 seconds left to go.
This is the money drive. Oh, he's wide open. And they didn't get. Oh, they called him out of. Oh, they just hold him. Hey, call your city councilman, your state senator, and let them know.
You playing in Cincinnati, man. You playing in Cincinnati.
Oh my God, that was it.
You playing in Cincinnati, man.
Oh my
Playing on the
God.
road.
Yeah, that's
Playing on the
heartbreaking.
road.
That's devastating. You know, Taylor May's like, oh man, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. You know what I mean? So, but it's just,
Yeah. Can he stay focused? Can he? Because that's a heartbreaker.
hey, I
Can he
sounded
stay
like Lego
focused?
Batman just now, huh?
Yes, you did. You definitely sounded like Lego
Oh,
Batman.
what is going on here? What is going on here? The divine intervention is in full effect. He's kicking a 55-yard field goal. Dimes is calling the timeout, and it's a pressure kick now. Can Taylor May make the pressure kick? And what can Dimes do with the 19 seconds that remain after this kick? Well, 16, maybe 15.
If he can make this kick, and I promise you, those
Oh,
last
my
two
God.
plays and everything else like that,
Oh, my God.
kick is up.
Kick is good.
And, that is
Oh,
a
my God.
tremendous kick.
That was a tremendous kick. But the fact that Taylor May had the catch called out, the wide open man missed the ball, and it was like, okay, what are we doing here? And Dime just needs 3 right now. He's going for 3. He's playing for 3.
Yeah, he's got 2 timeouts. But he has to be careful here because the last thing he wants to do is turn the ball over. And if he turns the ball over, Taylor May might be able to steal this game.
And I told you this was going to be a great game, bro. This is one I was looking forward to the most because I was like, yo, I just know. I know what Taylor May's bringing to the table, and I know what Dime's brought to the table, and it's going to be a chess match the entire game.
Definitely going to be that. They have not disappointed us here today. And, glad that we got so many people in the chat with us
That
as
post
well.
is there. It's there. He got him. He got him. He got him. The post is there. What I told you. What I tell you. The post was coming. I told you the post was coming. The post was coming.
Wow.
It was coming. And he gave it up at the wrongest time to give up the post.
Wow.
I told you that post was coming.
Wow.
I said he got the little glitchy route to the pylon, and then he got the post. I said the post was coming, and it came, and it happened.
Wow.
And that's the game.
You talk about waiting until
You said, oh, can he push it downfield? Yeah, he can push it downfield. He got the post. The post was coming. It came.
Excuse me, because I remember you saying that Taylor May was going to win this game.
What are you talking about? I said
Taylor May was going to win.
No.
I picked V.A. Dimes.
I said I
was going to win the game.
I didn't pick anybody. I said if Dimes is able to get past Taylor May, he's going to win the entire thing. That's what I said. That's what I said. I said this is going to be a tough matchup for Dimes because Taylor May has a prolific offense. And Taylor May almost won this game had they didn't call out of bounds if he was able to challenge or something on here.
Brian J., anytime you start using big words like prolific, I know you got one step ahead on. And I see you backpedaling like an NFL cornerback right there. You said that Taylor May was going to win this game.
I'm telling you now. I said, and I said it in the chat. Taylor May was even alluding to it, that we deemed Dimes the winner before the game was even played. You know what I'm saying? I said, if Dimes has to play Diggs, he's going to beat Diggs because of that simple fact that he always has an adjustment for all the adjustment. That was there the entire game. Philly. The entire game.
All I know is we got Diggs and we got Dimes in the AFC Championship.
Yep.
We got 2 of the best to ever do it, going head-to-head. And it's just going to be a hell of a game, man. It's going to be a hell of a game. I don't know when they're going to play this game. I can't imagine what it's going to look like giving both of them like 3 days to prepare. So if we get this game on Monday, with Christmas being on Christmas Day being on Sunday,
yeah,
it's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be a phenomenal game, man. It's going to be a phenomenal game.
Definitely.
Phenomenal game. So 3 down, 1 to go.
Definitely.
And
look at that. And I called that, bro.
What is it that you're looking for with this Landover and Honcho game?
It's gonna be a great game, man. We got another hour before that one starts, but it's gonna be a great game. I think it's gonna be. I recommend everybody get back here for the Honcho game. It's gonna be at 12 o'clock Pacific. That's 3 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys don't miss it. But yeah, it's gonna be a great game. I recommend everybody's back for that one. And look at that. It was just the drop back. There, perfectly thrown. You guys want the abilities? That's the abilities right there. Taking effect, full effect, right there, paying off, paying dividends. And may I say that all the remaining teams have abilities. If Honcho wins, The final four teams have abilities on the quarterback.
Mm.
Just gonna leave that there. Leave that with the people. But yeah, Philly, how do you feel about everything?
No, I mean, look, these playoffs they have not disappointed. Um, Again, you talk about the matchup with Diggs and VA Dimes, but Honcho definitely has something to prove. He's in the NFC. He was reading the whole thread, and he's picking his words carefully. He doesn't have to see any of these teams until he gets to the Super Bowl, if he can make it to the Super Bowl. And right now, he knows that, you know, Illuminati is waiting for him, and he got to take care of those Seattle Seahawks, and that's where his focus is. So, Seattle, obviously, Landover has something to prove, because a lot of people that watch the game say, "Oh, Illuminati, won on his end, and Fetty would have won on his end if he would have just made a field goal." And so I'm sure that these Seattle Seahawks, they want to show everybody that they're more than just a missed field goal from the Cowboys. They definitely belong here, and they got an opportunity to make a name for themselves too. So,
Definitely.
I think they both got something to prove, and it's definitely going to be a good game to watch. But yeah, we got 3 to 4 already decided. So, what would you expect once this game is done and we advance? When do you expect for these games to be played? Do you expect for them to be played today,
No,
tomorrow,
no,
Monday?
probably Tuesday. I know Diggs is going out of town, so he won't be back until Tuesday. So that's why he was trying to get his game in with C-Jack so early. But ain't no telling, man. Like I said, I'm actually excited to see what happens. I love the game that we just witnessed. I'm hoping the next game is just as good. So if we can get that going with Land Rover or Landover, and Honcho, if they can get that game clicking right on time, man, we'll have our AFC and NFC championship ready. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a great game. So they're gonna be playing at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and you guys do not want to miss this matchup. It's gonna be a great matchup. We'll be back at that time, so make sure you guys hit that follow button. You guys don't want to miss out on this. It's going to be a great game. Make sure you visit maddenunderground.com if you're watching and interested in participating in activities. We have PS5 and Xbox. We have I think two teams opening. 2 teams opening PS5. 2 good teams too. Washington Commanders and the Vikings on PS5. So if you guys are interested in jumping in PS5, make sure you jump in. Let me know what's going on, and we can get this thing going. With that being said, we'll be back at 12 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
3 p.m. Eastern. Anything else you want to say in closing, Philly?
Nah, man. Just waiting until 12 o'clock get here. You know what I'm saying? It's an hour and 4 minutes from now. So get a little something to eat.
Yep.
That popcorn ready?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Get to the show.
All right, bet. So we'll be back, you guys, and make sure you guys keep it locked.